Hey everybody, it's Peter again for MLB Trade Rumors and Discussions. It's Thursday, February 27, 2020. Keeping this going every single day for the rest of the year, just like I promised you guys. So I want to talk about two very important things today. First, for the Diamondbacks and us Diamondback fans, is Madison Bumgarner. He looked great, right? He's usually not this ahead of the game. Went 2 innings, pitched 24 pitches, struck out 4 people, gave up 1 home run to Dietrich, but that's expected, right? He's not going to sit there and try to strike everybody out. He's just trying to get his location and stuff. So he looked wonderful, and I'm telling you, if Madison Bumgarner does wonderful, then the Diamondbacks will definitely win over 90-something games for sure. So that's great for the Diamondbacks. They lost 8-0, but again, I couldn't care less about the score with that. I cared about the guys who are doing well, and it was Bumgarner who did really well, and I'm impressed with Chafin also too. He's been pitching really good, and Guerrero pitched good out the bullpen. So we got guys who are pitching really well, who are doing supposed to. On the other flip side, looking at the Reds, if Trevor Bauer pitches really well, then the Cincinnati, that's to me the X factor, because they already got an amazing pitcher in Castillo and in Sonny Gray, who's really good. But if Trevor Bauer can pitch back to his form in Cleveland a couple years ago, you got to watch out for the Reds. There's no question they will take the division then, right? So, I mean, it's a very, very small sample size, but the Reds looked really good today pitching. The Diamondbacks hitting didn't look good. They didn't have all their guys in, but still, it was disappointing for them not to hit as much as I was hoping. John Jay still got another hit, which I'm always keeping an eye on him. But the big story was Madison Bumgarner, because Bumgarner is the key coming into this. He's our anchor, and he looked great, and striking out 4 was a big thing for me. And I'm telling you, everybody, he's going to go back to his Cy Young candidate ways, the way he was before, and you'll see. He's going to dominate. He's seriously going to dominate in Arizona. That's one. I also want to flip it to the New York Yankees for a second, because the Yankees clearly are having injury problems again, right? And then what's happening with New York is Clint Frazier, this guy's name keeps coming up. He's doing well in spring training, right? He hit a home run today, and if Clint Frazier does well, the big story is going to be, do you take Clint Frazier and do you trade him for a pitcher, and a good pitcher, right, that you need since Severino's out? Because do you trust Tanaka, do you trust Paxton coming back, and do you trust J.A. Happ? And I don't think they can trust them, right? And do you trust your farm system and Leweiser and all those guys? I'm not sure if they do. So what I see is the Yankees don't have to trade Frazier, but he could be the center part of a trade. I know the Yankees are very hesitant to get rid of him. Or you go the flip side, Stanton just can't stay healthy, right? This guy just clearly is a waste of money. The guy just feels like he's always injured. I know he played great his first year in Yankee Stadium. He played 157 games, but he just feels like he's not clutched when he's supposed to be. He feels like he strikes out a ton, and it just feels like he's not on the field. I don't know, and he's a great ball player when he's really healthy, but this always seems to be a problem. You get this A-Rod feeling from him sometimes, and anytime you make that much money and you're that powerful, you're expecting to hit 50 home runs, especially in Yankee Stadium. So what do? If I'm the Yankees, honestly, I'm definitely keeping Clint Frazier, just for the fact that, can you see if Urshela and Tauchman and all these guys are going to do well again? It's a big risk, So the Yankees have to make sure they're hitting it does. I know LeMahieu had an amazing year. Gary Sanchez, you can't trust that guy sometimes. Gardner's getting older. Aaron Judge is a solid ball player. But besides that, like Gleyber Torres is phenomenal, and Duhar is coming back from an injury. So you don't know with a lot of these guys what's going to happen. So to have a guy in Frazier who can definitely play, I think you let him play, and in case your pitching really is needed, you still got a deep farm system. Or if not, you trade Frazier and you get a solid pitcher back. It's one or the other for the Yankees. But the Yankees have a big decision to make, because they need pitching, and they can't just go out and get anybody. You can't just sit there and just get a number 3 or number 4 and expect that to fill in Severino. Severino was a Cy Young type pitcher a couple of years ago. He was really great. So you can't just replace him with anybody, because then that's a big risk. Yeah, it'll get you to the playoffs, but what is that going to do? What is that going to do in the playoffs? So the Yankees have a big thing there. So to me, what I've seen today, just to reiterate everything I said, is Bumgarner for the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks just got a big plus there. They looked wonderful. Don't look at the score. Look at how Bumgarner pitched. That was the main thing. Look at how Yohan Lopez pitched. That was another thing for me. I'm keeping an eye on the bullpen, and the bullpen's doing well. If you look at the score, the guys who are giving up the runs are the guys who are never going to be on the team, right? So that's not the problem for me. The thing is I'm looking at the bullpen, and I love it. and that's going to help the Diamondbacks so much. And Merrill Kelly gets a pass because I know he came in yesterday as a relief, and it's probably weird for this guy and stuff. So that we're going to see how that goes. Anyway, for the Yankees, that to me, let me know if you think Frazier is going to be the guy that needs to be traded, or they're going to trade somebody else, right? It's a big question mark. If Andujar goes back to the way he could play, and it definitely can, then Frazier could be expended. He could be traded. You can definitely get a solid player back for Clint Frazier. That's for damn sure. Anyway, guys, that's my son in the back over there eating cereal.
Hi!
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.